Good morning, students. Today we will start SBI Clerical Mains English paper 1. So see here one reading comprehension is there 1 to 15. Read the passage carefully, then answer the questions given below. Certain words or phrases are given in bold to help you to locate them while answering some of the questions. After liberalization, globalization and consequent change in the new international economic order as well as new informational technology order, a new catchphrase is being coined, a new health order. A new health order. Talking about setting up, it is the theme of WHO sponsored international conference on primary health and medical care currently being held at Milan in Italy. While much has been said and written on establishing new order, little has actually been done. Will the conference at Milan too swear by the new health order, go home and then forget about it, while the present medical and health setup in poor countries further entrenches? Entrenches means establish. Entrenches means establish. The meaning of entrench means establish. Itself, this does not have to be the fate of radical resolutions that will undoubtedly be passed at Milan. Unlike creating a new world economic or information order, establishing a new health setup is essentially a matter for individual countries to accomplish. The meaning of accomplish is complete. Accomplish means complete. Accomplish means complete. No conflict of international interest is involved, but this advantage is at least until it begins to take concrete shape only theoretical. The $1,000,000 question is whether individual third world governments are able to willing to muster. Muster means enlist. 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 The will, the resources, the administrative and other infrastructure to carry out what is entirely within their power to attain and implement. To attain and implement. The dimensions of the problem are known and the solutions broadly agreed upon. The present medical and healthcare system is urban based, closely geared to drugs, hospitals and expensively trained apathetic doctors. Apathetic doctors. The bulk of the population in poor countries who live in rural areas are left untouched by all this and must rely. Rely means depend. The meaning of rely means depend. Rely means depend. Rely means depend on traditional healer. The answer is to turn out medical or health care personnel sufficiently but not expensively trained to pay adequate attention to cleanliness, hygienic and sanitation, garbage disposal and other elementary but crucial. The meaning of crucial is important. Crucial means important matters. More complicated ailments. Ailments means diseases. Ailments means diseases. Can be referred to properly equipped centers in district towns, cities and metropolises. Traditional healers whom villagers trust can be among those intermediate personnel. Some third world countries, including India, have launched or preparing elaborate schemes of this nature, but the experience is not quite happy. There is resistance from the medical establishment which sees them as little more than licensed quackery. So licensed quackery, but such as. So what is the meaning of quackery? Dishonest practice. Dishonest practice. But is not either prepared either to offer condensed. Condensed means small. Condensed means small. Medical courses such as the former licentiate. Licentiate means licensed. courses available in the country and unwisely scrapped. Scrapped means removed. Scrapped means removed. There is a question of how much importance to give to the indigenous. Indigenous means traditional. Traditional system of medicine, and there is difficult matter of striking the right balance between preventive health care and curative medical attention. These are the complex issues, and the Milan conference would perhaps be more fruitful if it were to discuss such specific subjects. Now, this passage is regarding the new health order. So, we are talking about the health system of the world. So, how the countries are tackling the health problems and health issues. So, what is the Milan conference? So, there is one conference conducted in Milan about the new health order, and all the countries are going to participate in that. So, what is the impact of that new health order? What is the definition of new health order? That is discussed in the passage. See here. After the liberalization, globalization and consequent change in new international economic order. So, in every country, after liberalization, globalization and privatization, so there is also one term that is missing, privatization. So, liberalization, globalization and privatization, in all the countries, the economic scenario has been changed. That means all the countries have developed economically, and as well as new information technology order. So, we are developed both economically and IT wise. Information, we are using new technology, advanced technology has come. So, in every country. Why? Because of the information technology order or international economic order. Now, a new term is being coined, that is new health order. So, for the growth of a country, we need advanced technology and we need advanced economy. Also, we need the healthy people, because healthy people will contribute to the growth of the economy. So, what is needed now? A new health order. Talking about setting up is the theme of WHO sponsored international conference on primary health and medical care, currently being held at Milan in Italy. So, a new health order, discussion about new health order is going to be conducted in Milan in Italy. So, a conference is being organized in Milan in Italy. While much has been said and written on establishing a new order, little has been actually done. That means there were so many points discussed in the establishing new order, new health order, but only little has actually done. So, today we are seeing all the countries have been affected by coronavirus, which is very invisible, and we are not able to find the vaccine to that virus. So, why the situation has come like this? Because we are not prepared for the oncoming calamities. So, the humans are not prepared for the attack of such virus. Not only corona, in future there may be some other virus which can come. So, we should actually tackle that problem. We should actually tackle the health problem in a very short span. Otherwise, all the countries now have been affected economically. So, establishing a new health order is most important for every country. While the conference at Milan, will the conference at Milan to swear by the new health order, go home and then forget about it, while the present medical and healthcare setup in poor countries further entrenches itself. So, in poor countries, the medical care and healthcare setup is not very organized. It is inorganized, and there are no proper medical and healthcare facilities in poor countries. This does not have to be the fate of radical resolution that will undoubtedly pass at Milan. So, there might be so many solutions coming of how to get the new economic order, new health order that is being discussed in Milan. Unlike creating a new world economic or information order, establishing a new health order setup is essentially a matter for individual countries to accomplish. So, every country need to tackle the health problems in an effective way. Every country should tackle the health problems in an effective way. So, for that, a new health order is needed. No conflict of international issues, international no conflict of international interest is involved. But this advantage is at least until it begins to take concrete shape only theoretical. That means there are so many meetings and conferences held about the new health order, but a little has only been done. The $1,000,000 question is whether individual third world governments are able to willing to muster the will, the resources, the administrative and other infrastructure to carry out what is entirely within their power to attain and implement. So, first world countries and second world countries, that means developed countries like America, Russia, China, Japan, they will be able to tackle any kind of the health problems because they are economically most advanced. The problem lies in the third world governments, that means developing countries like India. So we are the developing country. We don't have the enough resources to tackle the health problems because our population is very much huge. We are having the huge population and we are having the meager medical facilities. So if any health problem or health issues will come, it is very difficult for the governments to control that problem. So the $1,000,000 question is whether third world governments are able to willing to muster the will, the resources, the administrative and other infrastructure to carry out what is entirely within the power to attain and implement. The dimensions of the problem are known, the solutions are broadly agreed upon. So we know the dimensions of the problem. That means how much big the problem is. We know that problem. And the solutions are broadly agreed on. So we should find the solutions to the problems. The present medical and healthcare system is urban based, closely geared to drugs, hospitals and expensively trained apathic doctors. So in our country, if you take India, the medical and healthcare system is urban based. That means all the hospitals, all the medical care facilities, they are confined to cities because if you have any health issues, we should go to the nearby town or city. We don't have the facilities in the village. That means our medical and healthcare system is purely urban based, closely geared to drugs, hospitals and expensively trained apathetic doctors. So doctors also charge huge fees. If you go for any doctor for any treatment, they are charging the consultation fee some 250 rupees or 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. That means they are very expensively trained and they are collecting the huge fees. So the middle class cannot bear, middle class and poor class people, they cannot bear these medical expenses. The bulk of the population who lives in poor countries, the bulk of the population live in poor countries who live in rural areas are left untouched by this and must rely on traditional healers. So in our country, in villages, if you take the case of villages, if any health problem comes to the villagers, they won't go to the corporate hospitals. They depend on the traditional healers. That means in the village there will be one traditional healer. He will be giving some medicine in the form of plants or leaves. So like that. So they will be depending on the traditional healers. They won't go to the hospital. The answer in turn is to turn out medical healthcare personnel sufficiently but not expensively trained to handle routine complaints and to get villagers to pay adequate attention to cleanliness and hygienic sanitation, garbage disposal and other elementary but crucial matters. So, how to tackle the health problems in the villages? So, to tackle the health problems in villages, what we need to do, we need to appoint the medical and healthcare personnel sufficiently but not expensively trained. We need not appoint MBBS doctors or FRCS doctors in villages. RMP is enough to handle the routine problems of the villagers. And the villagers have to pay adequate attention to cleanliness, hygienic sanitation, garbage disposal. So if you see in villages, there will be the drainage system is not that much good. Also, hygienic sanitation will not be there. So these are all the measures should be taken. Cleanliness should be there, hygienic sanitation should be there, garbage disposal and other elementary but crucial matters. These are all the preventive measures. What? The cleanliness, the hygienic sanitation, the garbage disposal and these are all the preventive measures. That means if you take these steps properly, we can avoid so many diseases. If you avoid the garbage disposal, if you avoid the garbage disposal, if you dispose the garbage properly, there is no chance of mosquitoes. If there is no chance of mosquitoes, we can't, so diseases like malaria and all we can avoid. So preventive measures we can take. More complicated ailments, more complicated ailments can be referred to properly equipped centers in district towns, cities and metropolises. So if there are any serious health issues, so normal issues we can cover by you with the help of RMP doctors. If there are any serious ailments like heart attack, cancer, like that, they should be referred to district towns, cities and metropolises. Traditional healers whom village trust can be among these intermediate personnel. So traditional healers also must be encouraged. Some third world countries including India have launched or preparing elaborate schemes of this nature. So in India they are preparing the elaborate schemes of this nature. That means they are giving the importance to the traditional healers. But the experience is not quite happy. There is the resistance from medical establishment. So doctors, medical doctors, they are opposing these traditional healers in India. So because traditional healers, they will be giving the medicine based on the plants or leaves, but these modern doctors, they are opposing this type of treatment. They are seeing this quackery, these traditional healers, as a less licensed quackery. That means dishonest practice of medicine, but is not prepared either to offer condensed medical courses such as former licensed course available in this country and unwisely scrapped. So the medical establishment of our country is opposing the traditional healers, so they are unwisely scrapped. There is a question of how much importance to give to indigenous system of medicine. So we are having the traditional medicine, so we should give importance to traditional medicine. Now we are completely depending on the Western countries for any medicine or diagnosis, so that is not correct. Our India is having indigenous system of medicine, traditional medicine, and we should give importance to that medicine. And there is a difficult matter of striking the right balance between preventive measures, preventive health care and curative medical attention. So we should give the correct treatment, correct importance to preventive health care. We should give correct importance to preventive health care and curative medical attention. These are the complex issues, and Milan conference would perhaps be fruitful if we discuss such specific subjects. So the problems are related to individual countries, and Milan conference, if the Milan conference is going to discuss all these problems and they are able to find some solutions, then only these type of conferences will be fruitful. That is what the author is saying. Now based on this passage, we should answer the question. So until now we read the passage, we discussed the passage. Now based on this passage, we will answer some questions. See the first question. See the first question. The author is doubtful whether. So why the author is doubtful? About what the author is doubtful? So the author is doubtful whether. The author is doubtful whether. So what the author is doubtful? What the author is doubtful? So the $1 million question is whether. So this is doubtful. The $1 million question is whether third world governments are able to willing to muster the will, the resources, the administrative treatment. So this is the answer to that question. Doubt means the $1 million question is whether third world governments are able to and willing to muster the will, the resources, the administrative and other infrastructure. So third world countries themselves, underdeveloped countries, have the capacity to organize their resources. The author is doubtful whether underdeveloped countries have the capacity to organize their resources. See the next question. The author has reservations about, and reservations means doubts, about the utility of Milan conference, because while the new while new orders are talked and written, nothing is actually done. That means previously also there were so many medical conferences and there were so many issues discussed, but nothing has actually been done practically. Only theoretically it was there, but practically it was not done. So while new orders are talked and written about, not much is actually done. This is the answer for this question. See the next question. See the next question. The contents of the passage indicate that author is opposed to. So the author is opposed to whom? The author is encouraging the traditional healers. He is not opposed to traditional healers. He is not opposed to licensed practitioners. He is not opposed to allopathic system of medicine and hospital. So the author is not opposed to anyone. So none of these is the correct answer. See the next one. It can be inferred from the context of the passage that author's approach is. So how the passage, how the author is explaining the passage and how the author is explaining about the healthcare system. He is giving some suggestions which are very constructive. So the theme or the tone of the passage is very constructive, very constructive. Sarcastic means criticizing. Here he is not criticizing anyone, he is giving some constructive ideas. So constructive is the correct answer. See the next question. The author thinks that the solution to the problem of medical or health care lies in. So where is the real solution to the problem of medical care? Conducting inexpensive medical courses. Nowadays, completing a medical course is very expensive affair. That means doctors are keeping, those who are turning out to be doctors, they are expending more on their education. So what they will do, they will earn the money after completion of their course. That means the medical treatment is highly expensive in our countries. The poor and middle class are not able to afford it. So what is the solution to that? We have to conduct inexpensive medical courses. So fifth question, answer 2 is the correct answer. See the next one. To make the conference really useful, the author suggests that. So what is the author's suggestion to make the conference really useful? That it should address itself to specific issues. So in last this one, in last line of the passage, it is clearly mentioned the Milan conference would be fruitful if some specific issues are dealt properly. So it should address the specific issues. Now seventh question. What does the author suggest for the cure of cases involving complications? So for complicated issues, what the author is suggesting, we should send them to the district hospitals or city hospitals, treating such cases at well equipped hospitals in district places. That is the correct one. See the next one. The medical establishment seems to be reluctant. The meaning of reluctant is not willing. Reluctant means not willing. To trust whom? So here the medical establishment is not trusting the traditional healers. The medical establishment of our country, they are not trusting the traditional healers. They are seeing the traditional healers as the dishonest practice. So it is clearly mentioned in the passage. Option 2 is the correct one. See the next one. For a new health order, the author recommends all the following except. So to get the new health order, the author is recommending all except what? See, motivating villagers to pay attention to cleanliness, that is correct. This is correct. Setting up well-equipped centers in district towns, this is correct. Discontinuing the present expensive medical courses, discontinuing. So author is telling to conduct inexpensive medical courses, but he is not telling to discontinue the present medical courses. So discontinuing is not at all mentioned in the passage. So this author is not recommending. 3 is the correct answer. See the next question. Choose the word which is most nearly the same in meaning to the word printed in bold as used in the passage. Launched. Launched means started. Launching a program. So starting a program. Muster. Muster means enlist, that means listed. Muster means enlist, that means listed. Entrench means establish. See the next one, entrench. Entrench meaning establish. Entrenching is establishing. So establish firmly. Now choose the word which is most opposite to the word given in bold as used in the passage. Condensed means small. Condensed means small. I already told condensed means small. For that opposite is lengthened. Condensed opposite is lengthened. Here we are having envigored. Envigored means enclosed. Envigored means enclosed. Inexplicable means unable to explain. Inexplicable means unable to explain. See the next one. Crucial. Crucial means important. Crucial means important. Opposite trivial. Trivial means unimportant. Trivial means unimportant. Crucial means important. Trivial means unimportant. Conspicuous, we are having one new word. The meaning of that is visible. Conspicuous means visible. Conspicuous means visible. See the next one. Resistance. Resistance means dislike. Some type of dislike. For that opposite is acceptance. Resistance opposite is acceptance. Compliance means obeying. Compliance meaning obeying. Repulsion means dislike. Repulsion means dislike. So here resistance, for that opposite is acceptance. Resistance means not accepting. For that opposite acceptance. See the next one. 16 to 20. In each question there are 2 or 3 sentences. These are to be synthesized in one sentence. Such synthesized sentences are denoted by ABC. You have to find which one or more of these 3 sentences are most similar in meaning of the original 2 or 3 sentences. So petroleum industry is going to face certain challenges. These challenges would be imminent in the next 2 decades. For success, it must predict these challenges now. So here we have to, in each question there are 2 or 3 sentences. These are to be synthesized in one sentence. Such synthesized sentence, that means here we are having petroleum industry is going to face certain challenges. These challenges would be imminent. Imminent means visible. Imminent means visible. For success, it must predict the challenges now. There are 3 sentences. Combinedly, we can write in one sentence without changing the meaning. We can combine all these 3 sentences and we can write into one sentence without changing the meaning, and that options are given below. So by which one we can get the answer? See. In the next 2 decades, petroleum industry must face the challenges which it has now predicted. That is not correct. Petroleum industry is going to face certain challenges. That means in future, petroleum industry will have certain problems. These problems are clearly visible in the next 2 decades. That means here the author is indicating the future. So petroleum industries will be going to get certain problems. If you tackle that problems correctly only, then we can get the success in the petroleum industry. So what is the correct? If petroleum industry determines to succeed in facing the challenges which are likely to be posed in the next 2 decades, it must be able to predict them now. So that is the correct. If petroleum industry determines to succeed in facing the challenges which are likely to be posed in the next 2 decades, it must be able to predict them now. So having the foresight of predicting the problems, oncoming problems, if you predict in advance, we can easily tackle that problems so that we can have the success. So if petroleum industry want to success in the near future, it must be able to predict the problems now, and it must be able to find the solutions to that problems. If we find it solutions to that problems, we can easily succeed in that industry. So if petroleum industry determines to succeed in facing the challenges which are likely to be posed in the next 2 decades, which are likely to be coming in the next 2 decades. If petroleum industry will able to face the challenges, it must be able to predict them now. So the petroleum industry should predict the problems in advance. If you predict the problems in advance, automatically we can have the success. So which one is correct? Second one is correct. See the third one. If petroleum industry want to predict the challenges, it is likely to face in the next 2 decades. So this is not meaningful. So third one is not correct and also first one is not correct. Only B is correct. Only B is the correct answer. Only B is correct answer. See the next one. 2 men can now do this job. Previously it required 16 men. Previously, to complete the same work, we need 16 men, but now to complete this work, we need only 2 men. So, without changing the meaning, how can we write this? 2 men can now do a job. 2 men can now do a job, formerly requiring 16. This is correct. 2 men can now do a job, formerly requiring 16. So formerly we required 16 men, now 2 men can do this job. 2 men instead of previously 16 can now do this job. This is not correct grammatically. Instead of 2 men instead of previously 16, that is not correct grammatically. In place of 2 men, there is requirement of 16 men in the past. There is not correct. Here there was should be there. So second is not correct, third is not correct, only A is correct. Only A is the correct one. See the next one. They were very curious. They asked us a question. They wanted to know why we had left the comfortable hotel and gone to the desert. Out of curiosity. So they are very curious. They were very curious. Past. They asked us a question. That is also past. They wanted to know why we had left the hotel and gone to the desert. The entire sentence is in the past tense. Now, without changing the meaning, which is the correct one? Out of curiosity, see the first one. Out of curiosity, they inquired why we had gone to the desert leaving the comfortable hotel. So, they were curious. So, out of curiosity, they inquired why we had gone to the desert leaving the comfortable hotel. So, out of curiosity, they asked us why we left the hotel and went to the desert. So, there are so many, this is a comfortable hotel, but we left that hotel and gone to the desert. Why we had gone? That they have inquired out of curiosity. This is also in the past tense. The same sentence can be synthesized in the form of A. So, A is correct. They asked us why we were curious. Why we were curious means this is related to the present tense. So, why we were curious to leave the comfortable hotel. This is in the present tense, but the sentence is in the past. So, B is not correct. They were curious to know the reason for our leaving the hotel and going to desert. This is also correct. So, A is correct and so C is correct. B is not correct. So, only A and C are correct. Only A and C are correct. See the next question. They could play exceedingly well. They defeated in the last round. The captain motivated them to overcome the defeat. They could play exceedingly well. That means they have done their performance, they have given the performance very well. They were defeated in the last round. Last round they were defeated. But the defeat did not stop them to play well now. The captain motivated them to overcome the defeat. So after the defeat, the captain motivated the players. Because of the motivation, now the players, they played exceedingly well. So, why the players have performed well? Because of the captain's motivation. So, how we can synthesize this sentence? How we can write in one single sentence? The captain's motivation helped them to overcome the defeat and play exceedingly well. This is correct. This is correct. Despite earlier defeat, they played exceedingly well. Why? Due to the captain's efforts to motivate them. This is also correct. See the last one. Despite the captain's motivation, they were defeated earlier. That means this is completely wrong. After the captain's motivation, they played well. Now, here it is given, despite the captain's motivation, they were defeated. This is entirely wrong. So, third sentence is wrong. Only A and B are correct. Only A and B are correct. See the next question, 20th question. See 20th question. His marriage is at a far place. I don't want to undertake such long journey to attend it. In fact, there is no earthly reason to justify such a long journey. So, how we can synthesize this? His marriage is at a far off place. I don't want to undertake such a long journey to attend it. So, because his marriage is at some distant place, I don't have any genuine reason to go to have such long journey and attend it. In fact, there is no earthly reason, that means genuine reason, to justify such a long journey. So, for only marriage, there is no need to go to that long place, like that the author is telling. So, how can we synthesize this? There is no earthly reason, there is no reason to justify such a distant place for his marriage, as it would take me long time to reach it. This is correct. There is no reason to justify such a distant place for his marriage, as it would take me a long time to reach it. That is correct. See the second one. There is no earthly reason. So, there is no reason to justify. That is not correct. There is no reason to justify such a distant place. This is not correct. Reason to justify long journey is correct, but reason to justify distant place is not correct. That is not correct. A is not correct. There is no earthly reason for me to undertake a long journey to attend his marriage. That is correct. Because his marriage is at far place, I would not be able to undertake such a long journey, as it is not justifiable. This is correct. So, taking a long journey is not justifiable. But here it is given, there is no reason to justify such a distant place. That is not correct. Justification of long journey is not correct, but justification of distant place is not correct. So, this is not correct. Only B and C are correct. See 21 to 25. In each question below, an incomplete sentence is given which is followed by three possible fillers A, B, C. Find out which 1, 2 or 3 fillers can make the sentence meaningfully complete and grammatically correct. Dash when the audience started throwing rotten eggs towards him. So, this is related to past. This sentence is related to past. So, how we can, by which phrase we can replace that line? No sooner did he stand up. This is present. This is present. So, wrong. No much before he stood up. No much is not correct phrase. He had oddly stood up. That is correct. He had oddly stood up. This is related to past. So, he had oddly stood up when the audience started throwing rotten eggs towards him. So, when he had oddly stood up, that means he just stood up and audience started throwing rotten eggs towards him. So, this sentence is related to past. So, only which C is correct. Only C is correct. He had oddly stood up when the audience started throwing rotten eggs towards him. See the next one. Dash sacrifice their own self for the welfare of the common man. Dash sacrifice their own self. That means nowadays, for the welfare of the common man, only few people are able to sacrifice. That means nowadays all have become self-centered. That means they are thinking about themselves and their family, but they are not thinking about a common man. They are not thinking about the outside person. So, only few people will think about the outside persons and they will sacrifice their own self for the welfare of the common man. So, here how can we fill this blank? Only dedicated men. Only dedicated men. Only dedicated men sacrifice their own self for the welfare of the common man. This is correct. In exceptional cases, certain anti-social elements always create a disturbance to the society. But in exceptional cases, it is mentioned this word exceptional. In some exceptional cases, certain anti-social elements also will work to the welfare of the common man. Only in some exceptional cases, certain antisocial elements sacrifice their own self for the welfare of the common man. So both B and C are correct. So only B or C is correct. Only B or C is correct. Only B or C means third option is also that, fifth option is also there. So only B or C. See 23rd question. Natural calamities such as floods, earthquakes, etc. occur so suddenly and unexpectedly that natural calamities such as floods, earthquakes, etc. occur so suddenly and unexpectedly that. So suddenly, here you see two words, suddenly, unexpectedly. If something suddenly happens to you, we will not have the time. The meaning of suddenly is we will not have the time to rectify that. So suddenly and unexpectedly that people get hardly any time to save themselves. So earthquakes, if earthquake is coming suddenly, we will not have any time to save ourselves. So there will be no time to save ourselves. Earthquakes, floods, these are all coming suddenly. These are all sudden calamities. That means we can't save ourselves because of the lack of time. We will not have any proper time. So first one is correct. And see the next one. Man realizes his limitations and supremacy of nature. Here, man to realize the limitations and supremacy of nature, he needs some time. But here time is not available. So second is not correct. Devastation cannot be prevented. The devastation, the destruction. Devastation means destruction. Devastation means destruction. Destruction cannot be prevented. Natural calamities such as floods, earthquakes, etc. occur so suddenly and unexpectedly that destruction cannot be prevented. So A is correct, also C is correct. So only A or C. Only A or C is correct. See the next one. Dash the poor students had to come out. Dash the poor students had managed to come out successfully with flying colors. So here, despite lack of sources, poor students means they will not have the sources. So here this one is apt. Despite the lack of sources, the poor students had managed to come out successfully with flying colors. That is correct. Owing to adverse circumstances, that is not correct. Here, poor students will not have proper facilities. So lack of resources is only is correct. It was a mere coincidence. That is also not correct. So only A is correct. Only A is apt. Despite the lack of resources, the poor students had managed to come out successfully with flying colors. See the next one. See the next one, 25. They appreciated my act of bravado because the life I saved was dash. They appreciated my act of bravado because the life I saved was. So why the appreciation will come? Because the life I saved was very important to them. The life he saved, the person, life whom he saved, that is important to them. That's why they appreciate it. So the life they saved was extremely precious for them. Or reverent. Reverent means respect. Reverent means respect. So both B and C are correct. Both B and C. So only B or only C is correct. Only B or only C. Extremely precious or reverent to them. Extremely precious or reverent to them. Extremely precious or reverent to them. See the next one, 26 to 30. Rearrange the following 7 sentences A, B, C, D, E, F, G in the proper sequence to form a meaningful para, then answer the questions given below. See, people thoroughly dedicated to social service but not fully fulfilling the eligibility requirements would not be able to contest the elections. Those who fulfill the stipulated criteria of age and formal education may not be necessarily devoted to social service. This system has both advantage and disadvantage. Therefore, imposing such eligibility requirements is likely to be counterproductive. In certain democratic countries, elections can be contested by anybody. People would be deprived of the probable benefit accrued from service of such people. there are no eligibility requirements of formal education and upper age limits stipulated in their constitution. This is called as rearrangement. We are having 7 sentences. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here we are talking about the elections. So who are contesting the elections? What is the eligibility needed to contest the elections? So if we keep educational qualification, what is the disadvantage? That all we are discussing. So here what should we first? In certain democratic countries, elections can be contested by anybody. So here we are talking about the eligibility norms required for contesting in the election. So to participate in election, so to compete in election, what is the eligibility criteria required by the candidates? In certain democratic countries like India, elections can be contested by anybody. That means anybody can stand in the election. Anybody can stand in the election. Anybody in the sense there is no eligibility criteria. So what will be the next sentence? There are no eligibility requirements of formal education and upper age limit stipulated in the constitution. So normal degree should be there or PG should be there, like that. No educational requirement and no upper age limit. 40 years people can stand in the election. 60 years also they can stand in the election. 80 years also they can stand in the election. So there is no age limit, there is no formal education to stand in the election. So anybody in the sense there is no eligibility requirement of formal education and upper age limit in the constitution. That is the next one, second one. Now, why there is no upper age limit or there is no education to stand in the election? Even though if you want to go for certain job, we need certain educational criteria. But to contest in the election, why the constitution has not kept any requirement? Because people thoroughly dedicated to social service but not fulfilling the eligibility requirement would not be able to contest the elections. There might be some people, they don't have proper education, but they are very dedicated to the social service. That means those people service are needed to the country. Even though that person is not having the eligibility criteria of education and upper age limit, if he is having dedication towards social service, that service is very much essential for our country. If we keep educational requirement, we will not get the service. We are missing the service of such people. That's why constitution has not kept any educational requirement and age limit for the people. So A is correct. A is the next sentence. Next, people would be deprived of the probable benefit accrued from service of such people. So if you keep eligibility educational requirement or age limit, then those people who are interested to serve the society, they will not get a chance to serve the society. That means we are missing the service of such people. So that's why constitution has not kept any eligibility requirement. So F is the next one. F is the next one. Next, those who fulfill, see the next one, those who fulfill the stipulated criteria of age of formal education may not be dedicated to social service. That means there are so many people, they are having the age, they are having the education, but they are not having the will to serve the society. Those who are having the age and education, if they are not having the will to serve the society, even though if they are coming to the politics, so that is useless only. That is useless only. So E.g. next to C. Sorry, C is the correct. This system has both advantages and disadvantages. So first E, next G, next C. This system has both advantages and disadvantages. What is the advantage? What is the advantage? People thoroughly dedicated to social service but not fulfilling the eligibility criteria would not be able to contest the election. First disadvantage we are talking. So first one E, in certain democratic countries elections can be contested by anybody. Second one, anybody in the sense there are no eligibility requirement. Third one, the system has both advantage and disadvantage. Then what is the disadvantage? A, people thoroughly dedicated to social service but not fulfill the eligibility requirements would not be able to contest the elections. Then, if they are not able to contest in the elections, people would be deprived of the benefit of such people. So that is correct, F. Then, what is the other thing? Those who fulfill the stipulated criteria of age and formal education, they are not devoted to social service. They are not devoted to social service. Therefore, imposing such eligibility requirements is likely to be counterproductive. If you are using therefore, see some words are there. Therefore, hence, finally. So these are all nothing but the concluding statements. So therefore is nothing but the concluding statement. Therefore, imposing eligibility requirements is likely to be counterproductive. Counterproductive means negative effect. Counterproductive means negative effect. So what is the correct arrangement? EGC AFBD. EGC AFBD. Now come to the questions. Come to the first question. So here EGC AFBD. Which is the fourth one? Fourth one is A. Fourth one is A. Fourth one is A. See the next one. Which is the last one? Last one is D. Which is the first one? E. Which is the second one? G. Which is the third one? C. Third one is C. Now, in each of the following questions there are blank, each of which has been numbered. These numbers are printed below the passage, and against each 5 words are suggested which fits the blank appropriately. A good percentage of population in India is tribal. These tribals live in hills and forests of the country and have been little dash by the dash of the current plain. Practically all the states of India have their own tribal population. The tribes are numerous, computed to be about 200. Some living in dash regions and dense forest, and others borders of the villages. Some tribes are dash to few souls, while others like Santals run into millions and are steadily dash in numbers. During the British period, some of them known as criminal tribes, for they showed less respect towards Indian penal code. After independence, they named this as scheduled tribes. Under modern condition, isolation, however, has become dash and hill tribes are getting dash. The cultural traffic is two-way. Social reformers are talking about civilization to the hills, and the tribes dash their old occupations of hunting and dash farmer on settling in villages, towns and cities as laborers and industrial workers. See here. A good percentage of population in India is tribal. That means in Indian population there is a very good percentage of the tribal population. So where the tribals are living? The tribals live in hills and forests of the country and have been little dash by the dash of the current plains. Little affected is correct. Little effect. That means what is the effect of that? So little effect. They have been little affected by. That means the sentence is in the passive voice. So affected is only correct. Domiciled means living. Motivated is not correct. So tribals have been affected by the people living in the plains. So affected is only correct. So here we will get affected. Here you will get the word affected. So here affected is correct. Affected by the dash of the plains. So affected by the dash of the plains. Affected by dash of the plains. Dash means cultural aspects of plains. So affected by the cultural. This is cultural. Cultural currents. Cultural aspects of the plains. Practically all the states of India have tribal population. So in every state there is some part of tribal population. In every state in India. The tribes are numerous, computed to about 200, some living in dash regions of dense forest. In forest, what type of regions? In forest, is it comfortable? So forest regions are not comfortable. marshy regions. So in forest the lands will be marshy, that means always wet. So the correct word is marshy. So marshy is correct. Marshy regions in dense forest and others on the borders of village. Some tribals are dash to few souls. Few, here we are using few, that means limited. Few means limited. So you have to use confined. Which is the correct word? Confined. Confined means limited. Confined means limited. Some tribals are confined means limited to few souls. That means the tribes are very limited. While others like Santals run into millions. Some tribal people they are in millions and are steadily dash in number. Steadily, already they are in millions, they are steadily increasing in number. So which is the correct word? Increasing is correct. Steadily increasing is correct. Steadily increasing in numbers. Steadily increasing in numbers. During the British period, some of them were known as criminal tribes. So during the British period, some tribals are known as criminal tribes. Whom you called as criminal? Those who don't follow the rules, we will call them generally criminals. So criminal tribes. For they showed dash respect for Indian penal code. So here the word criminal tribes is used. That means they are having little respect for Indian penal code, IPC. So scant is correct. Scant means little. Scant means little. Little respect for Indian penal code. After the independence, they have been named as scheduled tribes. So those are called as scheduled tribes after independence. Under modern condition isolation, however, has become dash and hill tribes are getting dash. Under modern condition isolation, however, has become dash. Under modern condition isolation, however, has become dash. However, has become difficult. Difficult. However, has become difficult. However, has become difficult. Under modern condition isolation, that means now with urbanization and globalization and all, these tribal people they are facing the difficult time. So difficult. And hill tribes are getting dash. Hill tribes are getting dash. The hill tribes are getting dash. The hill tribes are reduced because they are facing so many problems that tribal people they are reduced, are getting reduced. The cultural traffic is two-way. Social reformers are talking about taking civilization to the hills, and the tribes dash their old occupations of hunting and dash settling in villages. So here hunting is mentioned, other occupation farming, settling in villages. That means they are leaving their old occupation. They are leaving their old occupation of hunting and dash farming and settling in villages. They are leaving the hunting and primitive farming. This is primitive farming and settling in villages, towns and cities as laborers and industrial workers. So this is the passage. So see here, a good percentage of the population of Indian is tribal. The tribals live in the hills and forests of the country and have been little affected by cultural currents of the plain. Practically all the states of India have tribal population. The tribes are numerous, computed to be about 200, some living in marshy regions in dense forest and others on the borders of villages. Some tribes are confined to few souls, while others like Santals, they run into millions and are steadily increasing in numbers. During the British period, some of them known as criminal tribes, for they showed scant respect for Indian penal code. After independence, they have been named scheduled tribes. Under modern condition isolation, however, has become difficult and the hill tribes are getting reduced. The cultural traffic is two-way. Social reformers are taking civilization to the hills and the tribes leaving their old occupations of hunting and primitive farming or settling in villages, towns and cities as laborers and industrial workers. This is the close test. With this, we completed this paper English. So this is SBI Clerk Mains English paper. So in English paper, So, all the components I have discussed in the today's paper. So, in the next class we will deal with the next paper.